Alright, why are we meeting in your mom's basement, Jack?
This isn't my basement, Snickerman. But we're meeting up here because...
Because I said to. We're gonna talk about our thoughts on the My Little Pony, the movie. Like I told you we would. Oh, for the love of all things holy and unholy.
For this.
So why did it take this long to get together? Because I wanted to make sure most of the world had a chance to see the movie, okay? And I heard one country wasn't even going to get the movie until December. So, yeah. Alright, so the movie begins with Twinkletush hosting a festival in honor of her title.
Wait, Twinkletush? Really?
Yes.
So anyways, Twi is distraught, as usual, because she wants everything perfect. As usual.
Sadly, it never happens. Precisely.
The princesses quickly deny her their magic, sending her to just go check in with her friends.
The other five are being their usual selves, leading into a nice song meant to boost Twilight's morale.
I will say this, Rarity's part kinda messes with the song a bit.
Huh?
It's usually Pinky's thing. Oh.
After the wonderful irritation against our eardrums...
You didn't
No, I didn't. Anyways, we get a quick introduction to the special guest of the movie before trouble shows up. Huh. About 12.5 minutes of peace and quiet. A new record.
The princesses decide to talk defensive against Madame Edgelady.
Hey! That was supposed to be my nickname for her.
It was better than my original one, so... Nah.
I swear if you don't...
Moving on, Tempest uses some bottled-up high-tier crystal magic. If I'm reading your notes correctly, Snick.
Yes, that is what I wrote. Still looking into it, on top of the hundreds of other things two of you want from me.
Uses it to crystallize the useless trio and poor Ditsy Do.
Derby.
Ditsy.
It's Derby.
It's Ditsy Do!
Alright, fine. Call her Ditsy if you want.
I am this close to just...
Anyways, Twi and friends manage to escape the ensuing invasion by way of destruction of public property and waterfall.
Afterwards, they discuss their need to seek the Queen of the Hippos, making a very poor attempt at a subtle joke mixed with product placement, and head south to the Badlands.
Meanwhile, Tempest gets a call on her... I'm still trying to figure out if it's supposed to be a spell call or...
Just use spell call. People will understand it better.
Alright. So Tempest gets a spell call from the main antagonist, the Storm King.
Huh. Rafiki got Hasbro'd.
What?
He looks more like a Fred.
Huh?
Look at the satyr goat and try to tell me he isn't Rafiki.
Never mind. I don't know why I bother questioning you two.
So anyways, we get the typical villain plan revelation and switch back to Twinkletoes and crew in the desert where, oddly enough, even the Dragonborn is having issues.
Of course, they eventually get into the town of Badlands, where Pinky does her thing and gets the crew into trouble. 'Cause tough men, tough fish people.
And lizards.
Yes, and lizards live by the rules of the rogue.
Steal, cheat, and lie your way to the top, or get strong enough to extort without any issues.
Yeah, pretty much.
We then get yet another musical number by Mr. Felix the Cat, who Hakuna Pipers the crew to his place.
Oh look, someone else is stealing jokes.
Shut up.
Hey, at least this one is better than most of the others.
So inside Catatonga's house, Sparkle Semantic conveniently finds a book that reveals, to the kitten's dismay, all the information needed to find the hippogriffs. Plot convenience isn't as convenient as it first appears.
So when Virgo and Tempest break in, the main six break away and make a platforming escape.
Reminds me of Crash Bandicoot, honestly.
Yeah, same... Wait, what?
You know how he knows about it. Don't even fake it.
Alright, fine.
So after making probably one of the most unbelievable escapes, frickin' tightrope physics, and jumping on board Captain Solano's blimp, they decide to stow away instead of trying to figure out where the ship is going or, well, anything else.
After the crew discovers their new stowaways, and like most characters in this series, they ignore the fact that one of them is an alicorn, they decide to take a lunch break. With Lightning Butt bringing forth the best meme face from Spick and Span herself.
Can you stop making new nicknames for Twilight?
they're starting to get a little out of hand. If I get bored, I might. Well, that's better than nothing, I guess.
Then Dash starts the best song in this entire movie.
Please don't. I know one of you is already thinking about it. I feel the light shining deep inside.
Yes, let's sing it.
Oh, for all things holy and unholy, are you two done murdering all the orphans and kittens in the world? It wasn't that bad. I could have sung worse. Please, don't. Just, please, let's finish the synopsis.
Artie then ruins the escape by performing her sonic rain boom, alerting Tempest of where they are and where they are headed.
Hey Jack, aren't you able to perform your own sonic rain boom? First, no. It's a sonic shade boom. It grayscales, not colorizes. Second, stop mentioning specifics about his background. I was going to get it compiled together myself so I could post it all as a story or something.
Hey, Snick, speed round?
Speed round. Clive, you start. Alright, fine. Speed round. Let's go. So Twilight crafts together an escape plan in the form of a makeshift hot air balloon. Sparky breaks down the airship.
We then cut to the main six climbing the mountain of the hippogriffs where,
After a thorough searching, they realize the whole place is abandoned, aside from some music coming from an equivalent of a giant toilet bath, where they meet the princess of the hippogriffs, who takes them to her mother, explains the whole story of
where they've been and why they were now underwater.
Twilight decides to go rogue and convinces everyone, after seeing the Pearl of Power, to go have fun and distract the entire hippogriff populace.
Twiggles fights with her friends,
Gelatinizes Pinky,
and then gets captured by Tempest and gets taken back to Canterlot.
worst song plays, followed by all the new characters finding the other 5 despairing over Twice capture.
Okay, speed round over, because I want to point out 3 things I've noticed coming up to this point.
Go ahead. Love.
So, throughout the movie, we have been watching Pinky dive headlong into insanity. Like, really fast. Plus, Twilight actually begins taking notes from villains.
And the third?
Well, has anyone noticed how Twilight has been the only one following the same rules that parents teach their kids? Mainly, don't talk to strangers, don't trust people you don't know, etc.
And your point is...
Well, this could just be coincidence, but the movie seems to go against a lot of things that parents teach their kids. And it works better than listening to the parents.
Jack? Later I will explain to you why all of your point is incorrect. For now, let's just focus on the rest of the movie. So, the friends decide to get back into Canterlot via Trojan cake, which is actually kind of brilliant. Well, it would be if Dessert Hog hadn't been in town. Okay, can we just take a moment and... What's wrong? It's that laugh that Pinky does.
Are you talking about the thing with her double surprise?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about, actually. Let's play the clip! Wait, hold on. What was that last part? I'd like to move on now, please. Mr. Fiki decides to have fun with his new power pole, and after pushing Sparkle away, they fight, and she discovers true friendship. Ugh. Even sarcasm doesn't cover the disgusting taste of that false phrase. Shut it, Snick. We know you don't care for the ideal.
Anywho, Twice friends crash the king's party, and after a brief relief, they decide to Naruto the staff down, as the king monkey climbs his way up.
We get the typical, oh no, we think she's dead climax, despite there literally being no evidence to support it. And everyone knows this, followed by the Christ has returned float down by Twinkletush.
Eddie decides to let them have their moment before saving them from the Storm King's crystal thingy.
And the movie ends, as usual with kids' movies, with everyone who wasn't a full-on Dark Lord being all hunky-dory. Songbird performs, and we find out Tempest's real name is Fizzlepop Berry Twist. And credits.
Alright, So,
Can we just take a moment of silence for the show?
Why?
Because the movie was made by the same company that ruined other movie potentials.
Like...
Oh, I don't know. Let's say Hunger Games, Saw, Divergent, Twilight, Medea, Cabin in the Woods, Kick-Ass, The Last Exorcism, The Forbidden Kingdom,
we get it.
and
You
Abduction.
don't care for them.
Just to name a few.
Fine, your skepticism is noted. However, I've watched the movie 4 times just to make sure I got everything correct.
Only 4?
You're based on the show, so of course you've seen the movie a lot.
Once.
Wait,
How?
Can we get on with this? I've got an experiment to get back to, and you asked me to get some lessons lined up on some of the higher question magics of the show.
alright, fine. Anyways, first thing we're supposed to discuss is overall thoughts. So since you seem so anxious, Snick, you start.
Long story short, not my favorite movie. But it's a kid's movie, so that doesn't really matter. As usual, characters do things purely for the plot of the movie. And I swear to all that is holy and unholy, if you put an image of a horse's flank behind me, I will gut you like a pig where you stand. Anyways, it is a tired trope that is seen in the show too much. Everything from escape plans to character mess-ups is just too predictable. I do like the small bits of random character development that occur, though. Like Twilight actually thinking she can steal the power pearl from the Queen's throne room.
Me next. I enjoyed it thoroughly. The villain was hilarious, some of the antagonists were memorable, like Grubber. I will admit a fair amount of the movie was too predictable, as Snickerman said. I also enjoyed the fact that we got to see more of the lands outside the southern border of Equestria. Just a whole lot of fun for the whole family.
I also thoroughly enjoyed the movie, but I had a major problem. Just too many musical numbers.
Agreed.
Basically, it seemed like the writers went, alright, musical numbers up, you got 5 minutes before our next one. Something like that.
Just a note, the animation style was nice on the eyes and fit well with the setting. Of course, with what they were doing with the movie, they needed a new animation.
Yeah, the show's style just wasn't going to cut it.
I'll admit it took me a bit to get used to the animation style. It was like the first time I played Paper Mario in the Thousand Year Door. Being used to 2D animation and making it look 3D is different from 2D characters in a 3D environment.
True, and similarly, 2D characters being turned 3D and the quality seen in the movie, that is an extreme jump. Strange that you, as a gamer, had the issue of getting used to the animation, though. Clive.
Hush, Snick.
Okay, so now I have to ask. Favorite part of the movie? Go.
The end credits.
Oh, come on, Snick! Seriously?
Alright, fine. I enjoyed the initial invasion. It solidified the theory that I had that crystal magic in the MLP verse is actually a lot more powerful than normal magic.
Okay. My personal favorite movie moment was the airship. Twilight being a stick in the mud like she is, getting that one great meme face off right before probably the best song in the whole movie, and even their escape.
Personally, I enjoyed the hippogriffs. Queen Nova's guards are actually much better than any of the ones we've seen in Equestria. Plus, it was pretty cool how we got to see a bit of an evil side for Twilight.
I've seen more evil from an infant.
You've been more evil.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You annihilated an entire empire with one blast of magic because you were bored!
Wait, what?
Well, you know what? Now is not the time. We're getting off subject. I believe your favorite song was next on the list?
Mine was...
We know. Time to be awesome.
It was second in my book.
Same.
First had to be given to I'm the Friend You Need.
Parody of We Got the Beat.
Really?
What? I enjoy the original, and the way they adapted it, it was pretty smooth.
Okay, so the one part of the movie you guys hated the most.
The end of the
Backstory
Storm
Fizzle
King.
Pop.
Okay, both were pretty awesome to me.
Well then what didn't you like in the movie?
The invasion of Canterlot.
Let me guess, because it continued to perpetuate the stereotype that the princesses are useless figureheads?
Yeah, pretty much.
6 out of 10.
Wait, what?
My rating for the movie, a 6 out of 10.
That's better than I figured.
Well, it was the unbiased scale. 3 out of 10 if we go bias.
What? 8 out of 10 for me.
Mine was a 9 out of 10. Cool. Can I go now?
No closing remarks?
I'm sorry, but I have none. I have real work to return to. Alright, well, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you all next time on our individual channels. This has been Clive, Jackal, and Snickerman. For more of Clive, please check out The Mind of 18 Men. If Jackal is more to your taste, just hit that subscribe button and the future videos will show up as they release. For lessons on magic, Snickerman will be waiting for you on his channel. All of the links will be in the description. Bye!